What's up, Heat Nation? Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Excited because we rocking and rolling with another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Before we get there, guys, I would really appreciate if you smash the subscribe button. Don't forget to click the notification bell to help your boy out. And give the channel a like. It really helps me with that YouTube algorithm. But here we go, you guys. We got a few things to talk about, and I am very excited. Before we get to the main topic of the video, just a few things that I want to talk about. After I posted my video yesterday, if you haven't seen it, guys, go ahead and give it a view. I would really appreciate that. After I posted my video yesterday, it was reported by Adrian Wojnarowski, Woj, that a guy that we've been talking about for the last few weeks has signed with another team. Kelly Oubre signed yesterday with the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm talking about this because a few of you mentioned this in my comments yesterday, so I briefly want to talk about it. I'll tell you guys this. It was reported by Barry Jackson that the Miami Heat did not pursue Kelly Oubre. Why would the Miami Heat not pursue a guy who last season averaged 20 points a game with the Charlotte Hornets? It's because he doesn't fit this system. Now, look, did I mention in the past that I wouldn't mind bringing Oubre here? Absolutely. Because I feel like this Miami Heat culture with Eric Spoelstra can take crap players, not crap players, can take crap-minded players, immature players, guys like Christian Wood, Kelly Oubre, and can get the best value out of them. I feel that this Miami Heat system can do that. So I don't mind bringing in guys like that if it means it's going to help them evolve. The fact that Kelly Oubre was not signed here and was signed to Philadelphia tells you that. What's going on in Philly? It's a complete shit show. It's everybody's running around like a chicken with their heads cut off. They don't know what to do. They picked up Oubre because they don't know what's going to happen with Harden. What did I tell you guys a few weeks ago? I'm a bigger fan of Lamar Stevens from the Cleveland Cavaliers. I prefer if the Miami Heat signs a Lamar Stevens versus a Kelly Oubre. Now you look at these two players. Ernest, Lamar Stevens last season only averaged 5 points a game and 3 rebounds. Why would you prefer him over Kelly Oubre? I'll tell you why. If we trade for Damian Lillard, you guys, we're not going to need Kelly Oubre scoring. What we're going to need is for dogs to be around players like Damian Lillard, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Caleb Martin, Tyler Hero if he possibly stays. We need dogs to build around those players. Lamar Stevens is a dog. 6'6", 230 pounds. He plays defense like an animal. That's a Miami Heat culture type of player. Now, it was also reported, talking about Kelly Oubre, the team that he was in, the Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte Hornets has been rumored to be a possible third-team destination in this package between the Miami Heat and the Charlotte Hornets. It's been rumored by Bleacher Report that the Charlotte Hornets do have interest in trading for Tyler Hero because they're looking at a backcourt of LaMelo Ball and Tyler Hero. And guys, a backcourt of Tyler Hero and LaMelo Ball, that's 40 to 50 points a game during the season. That's one of the best backcourt. That's possibly can be one of the best backcourts in the NBA. So I wouldn't be surprised if a team like Charlotte comes up. Now, we have talked about other teams in the past that may be linked as a third team possibly. Teams like Oklahoma City Thunder, the San Antonio Spurs, the Orlando Magic, the Brooklyn Nets, who've shown much interest in Tyler Hero. So it's really all about who the Blazers want as a part of this 3-team deal. Miami's going to get Damian Lillard. So whoever's the third team that takes Tyler Hero, I don't think we care. It's more about what that third team is getting. Woj reported back on Wednesday that the Portland Trail Blazers are talking to several teams about a possible third-team package. This is not something that the Miami Heat has to do. Miami doesn't care. I mean, I'm sure they may care because if they want to do a trade straight up and the fact that Portland doesn't want Tyler Hero, they may come up with a package that they can possibly keep Tyler Hero. But it's like I've said in the past, chances of that happening is very unlikely. Portland wants more draft picks. In order for Miami to give Portland more draft picks, you got to send a player like Tyler Hero to a third team to get 1 or 2 more draft picks. It's just the way it goes. Portland is looking for anywhere from like 4 first-round draft picks with pick swaps as well. So that's what Miami needs to do. It sucks to let Tyler Hero go. I don't want Tyler Hero to go. In a perfect world, this team will be Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Damian Lillard, Tyler Hero, Caleb Martin. We keep Jaime Jaquez. Like, that's the perfect world. But at the end of the day, you guys, as optimistic as we're being and as biased as we act sometimes, we need to be realistic. We need to understand that for a player like Damian Lillard, it doesn't matter if there are or are not other teams looking to trade for Damian. You give a good package to get Damian Lillard because you have to. We were 3 wins away from winning an NBA championship last season. It is not time to start nickel and diming and bullshitting our way to get Damian Lillard. You do what you have to do to get Damian Lillard. I have been saying that since July 1st. Now, of course, I'm a Heat fan. I would love if the Miami Heat were to not give a huge package for Damian Lillard. Are you serious? I would love a trade like Kyle Lowry, Duncan Robinson. I'll give you 3 first-round draft picks. Take Jovic as a filler. Let me keep Caleb Martin and Tyler Hero and bring Damian Lillard. That's the perfect world, like I mentioned. Chances are that's not going to happen. And the reason why the Miami Heat need to go ahead and take this serious is not because of rumors and stuff like that. It's because you're 2 weeks away from training camp, and the last thing you want is to trade for a guy mid-season. You want to win now. We've seen it in the past. Look at teams like the Lakers in 2008 when they traded for Pau Gasol mid-season. Look at a team like the New York Knicks when they traded for Carmelo Anthony mid-season in the 2011 season. I'm not saying the Knicks won a championship like the Lakers did, but when you trade for a player in the middle of the season, sometimes it becomes difficult to adjust. You need training camp. You need that time together to build camaraderie. Damian Lillard needs to get a relationship with these guys. Yeah, he played with Bam Adebayo and Team USA. That's great. They have an amazing relationship. But there's 13 other players that you have to build a bond with. That's why I feel trading and training before training camp is very important because we're trying to win a championship. This is not a filler season for the 2025 season. We have a small window, 2 to 3 years, to get this chip. You trade for Dame now. Now, why is another reason why I'm mentioning this? Why am I building a little bit of urgency? Well, I'm not going to take this too serious, but yesterday, Mark Spears did report in ESPN that there is another team in the Eastern Conference that may show huge interest in trading for Damian Lillard, even though he's shown in the past that he doesn't have interest in going anywhere else to Miami. But remember what I said 2 videos ago, you guys. If you haven't seen it, click on it. I posted a video 2 videos ago. The real story between Joe Cronin and Damian Lillard. In that story, one of the things that I mentioned was that Damian Lillard, when he originally requested the trade, he had other teams besides the Miami Heat in his wish list. So you never know. One of those teams may pop up. You never know. So that's why it's important, I feel, for the Heat to just get this done. If you got to give up Jaime Jaquez, if you got to give up Nikola Jovic, if you got to give up all your draft picks, I'm okay with that. I'm not a huge fan in trading Caleb Martin. I would love to keep Caleb Martin on this team. Damian Lillard wants to play with Caleb Martin. It has been reported in the past. But it's like I've said in the past. And if you don't believe me, go to my video on July 1st when Damian Lillard requested this trade. I said it from the beginning. In this Heat team, you guys, there's only 2 players you can keep. There's only 2 players whose jerseys that you have that you can 100% guarantee you can keep it for the 2024 season. 2 players, Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. If your names are not Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, you are a trade piece. You may be included in this package. It's just the facts. Now, another thing I want to get on, and I'm sorry, Heat fans. I'm sure some of you may be upset with what I said. I know a lot of you want to keep Tyler Hero and Caleb Martin, but look, we have to be realistic. We have to understand that we're trading for one of the best players in the NBA, so you got to give up some great assets. That's just the facts. Now, yesterday, Damian Lillard was on a podcast. It's called Back on Fig. For those of you that haven't seen it, watch it, man. It was a great video, a great listen. It was very awesome. It was very entertaining. But one of the things that I want to talk about in that video, Damian Lillard breaks down, and he specifically says, because they asked him a question, what's more important to you, making money or winning a championship? Damian Lillard said, winning a championship is priority number 1. Because when you win a championship, the money comes with it. Then after that, they asked him how did he feel about riding with the team, because in the past he said that he always rides with his squad, that he wants to stay with one team. And he specifically said it in it, that yes, he has felt in the past that he's going to ride or die with a specific team. Now I'm going to read a quote from Damian Lillard. Whole quote. It's a way that you have to go about things where you can't be an idiot. You say, I'm going to stay down, I'm going to ride till the wheels fall off and all that stuff. I don't have to prove that to nobody, like I've shown it. I mean that in my heart. But that's like me. And you saying no matter what happens, we ain't telling on each other. You know, I'm saying we never tell on each other. This is long, I know. And then the day comes where I'm still playing by those same rules. Like, man, you want the same thing? We're going to go out together, and then we ain't the code you want to live by anymore. So when that happens, you can't be how it was. You don't want the same thing no more, and you show me that you don't want the same thing. We don't want the same thing. End quote. So what is he basically saying? I know there was a lot of slang. I know it was a lot of reading for me. So what is that basically saying? That he's going to ride with the team. But if these two parties don't want the same thing, it's time to split up. The podcaster even asked him, oh, so like your current situation now? And he nodded. It's like I've said, you guys, this is a marriage. This is a marriage that's coming to a divorce. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. All these little subtle hints. Damian Lillard doing the interview with Mark Spears, the Instagram story, this podcast, posting certain cryptic messages on Twitter/X. It's all signs that this trade is going to happen. It's like I said back in August. The only way this trade may happen soon is if Damian Lillard pushes for it. That's what we're seeing now in September. You're seeing these little subtle hints where Damian Lillard is pushing for this trade. So I feel that this trade is going to happen before training camp. That's my opinion. I am strongly feeling, you guys, that this trade is going to happen this week. Let me know what you guys think, you guys, because it is time for us to talk about it. Let me know in the comments what you feel. Do you believe, are you excited, feeling that this trade is going to happen ASAP? Or does the video with Mark Spears and ESPN cause hesitation? Does it scare you? Do you really feel that Damian Lillard maybe moves somewhere else? What do you guys think about the podcast that Damian Lillard was on? For those of you that saw it, let me know your thoughts. And what do you guys think about Kelly Oubre going to the Sixers? Do you think it's a big deal, or do you not care like me? Don't forget to like the video, you guys. Please click the subscribe button and hit that notification bell for all my updates. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. If I hear any other updates today, you'll be the first to know. Thank you guys for the love. And until next time, your boy Ernest out. That's enough said.